Hello, everyone. Sector Leader Cody is here. And Cody's here as well. Hello, everyone. It looks like we have. Well, I've managed to make it back with approximately 15 minutes to set things up. I am so bloody tired of a job screwing around with my off time. Anyways, we're going to set that aside. My dude is currently not visible, and I'm just in the process of making him visible. Oh, that was a really cool blank chat message there. I don't... Okay. Why? Why? Did I ask for the cursor to be visible? I did not. Where is the option to get rid of the cursor? Why is it not there anymore? Wait a minute. The cursor only shows when the window's active. Why? Okay, there's a really cool option that should be here that would be something to do with no cursor. No cursor. Why does a cursor show? Well, anyways, let's go do some weather here. Okay, okay. We're gonna take a look at what's going on weather-wise, because weather, you know, all that good stuff. I'm gonna remove the voice acting tag because during Bravely Second, the voice acting is done for me. The wind warning continues in the central BC coast and the northern island. I love it when an entire page scrolls. Northern Vancouver Island. So yeah, these are winds up to 90, which is the minimum for wind warning. We got some mountain passes here with weather statements as well. 20 to 30 centimeters. If you ask me, that's a snowfall warning, not a special weather statement. Okay, 20 to 30. 20 to 30. 20 to 30. Poke my cat because he is being noisy. I'm gonna poke him a whole bunch and bug him a whole bunch because he is being so annoying. Yeah, does that annoy you? You're bothering me too. So now I'm gonna poke you a whole bunch. Poke, 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 poke. Then he starts purring and hugging me. Yep. It's not really punishment for him. Oh, freeze and drizzle advisory? Okay. Okay. And we got 30, or sorry, we got 80 and gusts of 100 along parts of the coast, so wind warning. You got special weather statements for a little bit more snow and 10 to 15 centimeters later on Friday. And if the wind is still around, that'll also mean some snowstorm conditions as well. Up in Dempster, blizzard warning. Do you really want to live in Dempster? Probably not. I don't think I didn't see that Firebot. I saw you not loading an icon correctly and then fixing it. That's cool that you actually fixed it. Blizzard warning also up here. Okay, it counted as me clicking on it, but that stupid pin thing is happening again. I don't know how well they seem to test this stuff. Then again, Chrome's constantly breaking stuff, so... My Windows 11 VM is being really stupid right now. Yeah, right now it's like crawling. Why is it being so slow? Why is my VM being so slow? Come on! Seriously. I might need to restart this VM. Because it is choosing to just crawl. Okay, it's starting to do stuff now. Hopefully it actually catches up. Never mind, I'm gonna restart the whole thing. Yeah, it was starting to catch up and then it decided to go slow. Well, that's a good start. Anywho, I don't even have this in full screen. Looks nicer in full screen. Let's see what's going on in our regions here. We got some wind building up with a isobar gradient over here. Looks like that's hanging out in the north for the most part. We got two highs. They're sort of lined up in a weird way, so they shouldn't be channeling cold air down into the US. Okay, I should have preloaded the other pages. Just to make the... Why? There we go. Okay. That other high looks like it goes away, as it should, because I don't like highs during any time of the year, because they always make it too hot or too cold. We got a high up here, which is probably going to cause some cold air to get pulled in. Yeah, you know, not nice stuff. Can you unselect my source? Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, I didn't even start the Discord side of this up. Wow. It's why I don't like having 15 minutes to prepare. There we go. Okay, I think I now have everything set up properly. No, I don't. Start event. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now, patchy fog. We got our little fog spot showing up here. As we move forward, it looks like our fog spot spreads, but it's sticking to mostly the southern area. We got this high here, which, I mean, I don't really say hi to highs. I tell highs to get lost. We got the wind spreading as this low here begins to advance. We got a frontal system over here, but it's in the mountains right now, so we'll see if it even goes through. Yeah. Oh. We've got a big area of wind watch here. It's a forecast wind watch, so it's going to be happening in the future. It's a vision. Let's see if we can get the statement here. MT Montana. Okay. And Saturday evening through Sunday morning. So this is still like a couple days away. So you guys won't be getting this tomorrow, but it's forecast for Saturday. It's usually why I check out the statements. Usually when there's a watch in place, they're saying sometime in the future. Also, the blizzard warning has expanded and has taken over all of the almost all the northern spot for winter storm warning in Alaska, so a good portion of the northern coast is now under a blizzard warning. Also, winter storm watch. So, potential snowstorm conditions develop in there. The snowstorm conditions down here have dissipated. There is still a high wind warning in the northern part of where that formerly was, or the south central part of Alaska. So yeah, quite windy. We got a wind advisory over here. I believe this one is active. And nothing else too crazy. Oh, yeah. There's actually a bit of a winter storm watch going on up here, too, in northern Washington. So, yeah. It says eastern Washington when I point over it, but that's northern Washington. All right, that was a beverage break. Let's look at the radar. So we got wind warning, wind warning, wind warning, special weather statement, and we got some precipitation over here. It's mostly snow. I don't know if there's some sort of interference. Oh, wait a minute. There's wind warnings. Right. Yeah, that makes sense then. We got 101, 101. It sort of drops here, but that's just because of its proximity to the radar station. Because as you can see, when it goes down here, it picks right back up to 80. So that just tells you this entire area is 80 to 100, which is what the warning was saying. Where's the thunderstorms right now? Where there's no radar stations? Over the ocean. Oh boy, yay. Hey. We got some New Mexico storms here. U.S. radar stations still take a little longer to load, so let's just give it a moment. There you go. We got a twin cell right here. We got a solo cell here. And nothing else. I'm seeing some attempts down here. Oh, is that all on Mexico's side? Okay, this is... It's a little hard to see because it's over the border. Okay, where's the border? Okay, this is the border. This storm is like currently right on the border. Southern Texas. Got something going on in well, that's pretty much extreme southern Texas, but let's check out what's going on here. Loading. Ooh, these cells look a lot more exciting. They actually look like there's something happening. We got a decent storm here. Oh, okay. Not much rotation. So it must be doing an expanded thing. It's a nice little line, though. At least there's something to watch on the radar. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything too interesting on here. Snowfall, velocity here. Decent wind. Decent wind. There's no radars over here, unfortunately, so I can't go... Yeah, I could check the radar closest to it. Yeah, no, that doesn't cover anything. It does tell me there's precipitation over at Vancouver, the Vancouver area and all that, but, I mean... Are we really surprised at that? Well, anywho... I'm gonna get the Bravely Second stuff up. We're gonna change this to Bravely Second and layer. Yes. And then we're gonna Bravely Second, and then video. I'm just gonna that. A new version is available. No thanks, not yet. Media, open file. These two files. I'm gonna bring you guys back or over there. There we go. We are now started. So let's go check out the Yokai. I was confused for a moment. I was like, wait a minute. So, this is already really interesting.
The keystones are all in place. And yes, the door's unlocked.
Ooh, what does that mean? My guess is someone must be inside.
Let's have a look around. Be sure to wrap up warm, Magnolia. It's freezing inside.
Magnolia, don't pretend you can brave the cold and then say it's really cold, because it's really cold. Vampire castle, a vampire. So you think you get like the vampire class in here, right? I don't have a clip for
I don't know how
wrong.
this castle manages to be colder on the inside than the out.
You've been here before, Idia?
Yeah, with Agnes and Tiz. Look, what's that? This helm. Alternus!
What, is he just like venturing randomly in
Stay
here?
strong, Idia. I'm sure he's all right. Let's go look for him.
Oh yeah, also, you cannot adjust the encounter rate here. The encounter rate is 0. Plus whatever your equipment alters it to be. I think it's even pointed out in one of the early cutscenes. Yoko. Exactly,
Remember
you.
what Alternus
Exactly.
said? He was going after Yoko. Why, if it isn't our loyal Minister of the Right.
What? Yoko!
Yo,
Yoko!
Yoko, what's up?
If you laid a hand on Alternus, I'll...
Idia, don't do anything rash.
Wise advice. We think you would do well to listen. Your knight in not-so-shining armor is fine. At least he seemed healthy, running away as fast as his legs could carry him. But enough talk about him. We are much more interested in you. Perhaps you are aware that Vampire Castle is known by another name. The Hall of Truth, where the curious can learn all there is to know. Yet some truths are not so easily faced. What of you? Would you cast off your blissful ignorance and face the truth? Then make for the floors above, but be forewarned. Before you can learn the truth, you must prove yourself worthy of it. Tiz, do not think you can avoid the dangers that you would encounter in this place.
There you
Within
go.
these walls, the powers of Luxemdark's gods will not avail you. This is our realm. We make the rules, and you have no choice but to play by them. It is only fair, yes? A truth learned through anything other than your own efforts is no truth at all. We shall await you above. Fare thee well.
The truth? What is she talking about?
Tiz, we don't have to do anything she says. But what about Alternus?
At last it's working.
Alternus! Thank heavens you're safe.
Yes, it was a close call, but I made it.
You should have known it was too much to handle by yourself. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
Well,
Oh, you blockhead!
Well, at least we know Alternus is safe. What should we do now?
Well, I don't trust that girl at all. This could very well be a trap.
That is a possibility, yes. But what if she's telling the truth?
Why is... So, I mean, we can still do stuff like that. Just... Making and another chomp. We did a chomp. That's a party-wide charm, but, you know, if your level is notably above, the success rate gets pretty low. Why is nothing loading on this dumb interface? Why not? I might have to uninstall this program. Source not found. I'm gonna uninstall this sorry piece of garbage pretty soon here. That's fine. Let me just check for a version I can revert this machine to, because if it's gonna be that way, then I'll just roll it back. So, I mean, if you're strong enough, you could just, Crescent Moon all of them. After all, if you win the battle by going into a BP deficit, you don't have to worry about the deficit. How many floors does this area have? I think it's like 5. Or is it 6? Or is it more? I don't remember. This is a pretty decent sized dungeon. Mamiya's tiara, huh? Alright, reverting the VM caused it to work again. That's why you put save states on your VM every once in a while. Not all the time because it takes a lot of space. Also, lore.
But no matter, we shall keep our promise. This is the first truth. The tale of the ambitious man. How long did we lay in slumber, that first time that we slept? We awakened and opened our eyes to the sight of a man standing before us. This man, this ambitious man, had come to explore the shrine in which we slept. 20 years ago, another man, another ambitious man, came for us. He brought with him a young girl, and within her body encased our very soul. With this, his true goal would be realized. The man had come to plunder the shrine, to claim the treasures that had been offered to us over the ages. His expedition a success, the man assembled his fleet and set sail for Gathlatio, blissfully ignorant of the truth that within the girl's chest slept the seed of a deadly plague. Fever struck her only days into the journey. With haste, the fleet made for the nearest port. The man wanted to continue, but the girl's grandfather, the owner of the fleet, forbade it. Fearing that the girl carried a deadly disease, he appealed to the church, demanding that the girl be quarantined. The ambitious man wished to take the girl and his treasures home. He petitioned to the church for permission to set sail. The leaders of the church, unable to reach a consensus, sent for an exorcist. This exorcist, a man by the name of Geist,
Oh.
would free the girl of whatever evil possessed her. Those who sought to keep the girl in town thought they could use the ritual as a pretense to delay the fleet's departure. The other camp believed that once the ritual was performed, she would be cured, and there would be no more reason to hold her. And so it came to pass that a compassionate man, a covetous man, a merciful man, an ambitious man, and a wise man reached their decision. A terrible decision, the most sinful in history. The ritual was performed, and the ships were allowed to leave port. The merry fleet sailed on for Gathalotio, sowing the seeds of the plague across the realm. The name of that man, the ambitious man, who roused us from slumber, was none other than Greed Geniolja. Yes, your father.
What? You're saying that my father caused the Great Plague?
We promised you the truth, did we not? But why take our word for it? It is all here, writ in your father's own hand.
Take these
If you have the courage
documents.
to face the next truth, we shall await you above.
Wait, Yoko!
Oh ho ho! Things are getting very interesting. This is one of those side quests that, well, I mean, you shouldn't really skip out on any of them because they all ultimately lead to an asterisk. But this one has quite a bit of lore that's related to the story, so. When you make it to Cadisla, don't forget to go and check the Vampire Castle out. But make sure you're prepared, because these are rather annoying enemies if you're not prepared for them. Well, actually, I found the bats the easiest of the bunch, but... there's other very annoying creatures. Magnus von Bat. Magnus von Grapple. Crescent Moon! Crescent Moon! Crescent Moon! No, Magnolia, the way I set it up, Magnolia was the strongest physically in the party. So Magnolia could just go boom. If they have high defense, on the other hand, maybe I need to think twice, but these bats don't really have impressive defense.
It took you long enough. Did you read your father's log? No matter. It is time you learned the second truth. This is the tale of the sinful ruling. The wise men opposed to moving the young girl hoped that the ritual performed by the exorcist Geist would delay her departure. This would prevent the plague from spreading. But the ambitious man and covetous man were impatient and tried to foil their plan. Still, they could not stop Geist from reporting the girl's condition to the church's Office of Public Health. Upon receiving the report, the Office of Public Health ordered the girl quarantined and barred from further travel. Regrettably, it did not end there. The covetous man within the church appealed to the merciful man. The church should use their vaunted medicine to treat the girl, said he. And the ambitious man appealed to the loving man. The poor girl deserves the finest treatment the church can offer, said he. And so it came to pass. The merciful man and the compassionate man changed their minds. They ordered that the fleet be allowed to sail. And so the ships, with their treasure and the ailing child in tow, unfurled their sails and set a course for distant Gathalotio. The fleet berthed at many towns along the way, unwittingly sowing the seeds of death at every port of call. Only when they landed on their third continent did dire tidings reach the ears of the sailors. The first port they had docked at was in the grip of a terrible plague. Faced with a crisis and with morale low, Greed, your father, Yew, made a decision. He gave every sailor in the fleet a flagon of rum filled with poison. The men died, one after the next. Their ships, their treasure, the poor girl and her dear grandfather, all were swallowed by the waves. Perhaps the church had ordered that Eternia alone be spared. Who can say for sure? What we do know is that Greed, and Greed alone, made a triumphant return to Gathalotio. Though he had lost nearly his entire fleet, he had salvaged treasure enough to fill the church's coffers. He became a man of great standing in the church's hierarchy, and the very next year was blessed with his firstborn son.
Danny, my brother.
Yes, it was not long after this that the dark hand of the plague came to Eternia. But here, why not read for yourself your father's words?
Yoko, just give the whole
You
book.
have faced two
No, it's
truths. Have you the courage to face another? I await you in the halls above.
every time.
You do take your time. You have read your father's words, I trust? Very well. I shall share with you the third truth. This is the story, the true untold story, of the Great Plague.
That's a raven
The
over there.
first
That's a
deaths were in
raven.
the eastern reaches of Eternia, in a sleepy border village. The mourners grieved for their loved ones, their wails echoing through the mountains. Eventually, the cries faded away, and a stillness settled over the land. From the depths of time it had found us. The world we feared most had become reality. As death lay heavy on the land, a young priest named Brave petitioned his elders. He sought to use the power of the crystals to treat the sick, but his petition was denied. Instead, the church sealed off the high roads. It cut off the border villages, leaving countless people to suffer and die. Angered at the church for forsaking the village of his birth, Brave resigned from the priesthood. He did not, however, abandon his duty. First, he saw to it that his friend Norzen of the Office of Medicine was given full authority to investigate the origins of the plague. He planted Confederates in key positions, building a network that would allow him to monitor the inner workings of the church. In time, the plague released its grip on the world, though not because a cure had been found. It simply had no more victims to claim. Until, that is, the coming of the second pandemic. A second wave of terror swept over the world. A new strain of the plague emerged, threatening to complete the extinction begun by the first.
Just
Thus
elaborate.
began
This
a long
dwarfs
battle which pitted Norzen
that
and his researchers
pandemic
against the
that
deadliest
we
disease the
dealt
realm
with.
had ever known. Their work was relentless. Many researchers and their families sacrificed their lives to the cause. Unwilling to put his men at risk, Norzen took to testing new treatments on his own body, losing one of his 5 senses in the process. Then, just before she herself succumbed, one researcher discovered a feline immunity that promised to neutralize the disease. She was able to transfer the antibodies to her daughter, a young girl named Minette. So it was that a vaccine was formulated that would bring the second pandemic to an end. The whole story is faithfully recorded here, in Greed's log. As the people
I do
came to
call it a
learn of the
crafter card for a
terrible
reason.
crimes committed by the church, its authority began to crumble. In desperate hope of regaining the faith of the people, the church issued a proclamation. It would attempt the grand ritual. It was this, more than anything, that spurred Brave the Templar to action. These events too are recorded in your father's log. Have you the courage to press on in search of the truth? Then you know where to find us.
He has the courage to try again. That sound was trail mix. I like my trail mix. As you can see, this is a level 64 to level 68 dungeon. Yeah. All combatants will be wielded. All combatants, by the way, all combatants. That's the thing with the Kaiser class, is all the effects are it's all combatants. By the way, that deals 9,999 damage to undead. Pre-battle states. So make sure you don't have any anyone knocked out entering the battle. I mean, why would you want to do that? Ninja's got some good ones. Ninja has an ability that allows you to change the enemy's single target attacks target. Use command set. Here we go. Boom.
Must you always keep us waiting so? But no matter. The fourth
Decreasing
truth
counter rate,
awaits you.
Yoko. Sheesh.
We shall tell you of the trials of the White Lion. The Templar Braves uprising took control of the capital of Eternia and the Temple of Earth, seat of the Church's power. The Church, having lost its ability to govern, eyes now turn to its military might, the disbanding of the Crystal Guard. Curiously enough, this order came from within, Greed Geniolja, of one of the high houses of the Three Cavaliers. His motives were self-serving. Greed sought to protect his family and closest allies at the expense of all others. Houses Geniolja and Camlin of the Disbander faction launched an attack on those who sought to keep the Crystal Guard intact. These opponents were led by two powerful houses that remained loyal to the order that Greed had begun to destroy. The two houses had in their service a swordsman, Jerome Balestra, whose skills were famed throughout the land. Balestra fought back bravely against the warriors of houses Geniolja and Camlin. Almost single-handedly, he
Camlin.
fended off waves of opponents, but in the end, he was just one man. Balestra's brave efforts were in vain. Gates were breached, castles and manors put to the torch. With his dying breaths, Balestra entrusted his boy Jan to the care of his loyal squire, a man by the name of Angard. At the same time, a young man named Nikolai, who had been tasked with leading one wing of the attack, gazed upon the hellish scene. Though he had only been following orders, he was haunted by guilt for what he had done. Though the once
As he
proud
said
crystal
before.
god was now but a
Mhm.
name, Nikolai continued to serve, and serve proudly. He petitioned the church leaders for its revival, recruiting Jan and other comrades to his cause. Was it all to atone for that day? But that is a story for another time. Now, we return to the tale of the White Lion. The Genealja and Camlin clans defeated their foes one by one, growing their power through bribes paid for with plundered gold. But disbanding the Crystal Guard had unforeseen and tragic consequences in the neighboring regions of Eternia. Unemployed soldiers turned to banditry, pillaging the villages that had survived the plague. Concerned that public order was breaking down, Houses Genealja and Camlin formed their own private armies to put down the bandits. Their armies grew mightier and mightier. Among those promoted through the ranks were men who claimed to have destroyed the home of the witch that had caused the Great Plague. How many villages were razed to the ground to restore the illusion of peace?
Are we living in an illusion of peace right now?
One tragedy giving rise to the next, a never-ending spiral of death and destruction, and at the root of it, one man's ambition. Jan, Nikolai, Bella, so much pain, so much suffering. So much sacrificed for the glory and might of House Genealja.
This can't be true.
Stay strong, Yew. You had nothing to do with any of this. But in the end, wealth and power could not buy immortality. The ambitious man, the foolish man, died of a common illness. So ends
The
the
common
story
cold.
of greed, Genealja. Oh,
Maybe?
how he entertained us so. But you do not look so well. Mayhap the truth has taken its toll? Then I would advise you go no further. Farewell, my Minister of the Right. It has been so very delightful.
Alright, let's go further. Faster! Faster! Hey look, it's more castle creatures. It's more creatures that are about to get Crescent Moon. Anyways. Do. And a lurk out of sight. Yes, you could run away from lurk out of sight and cancel both encounters.
Wait, I remember this blade.
The sword of the brave. I expected you sooner, but you have come, despite our warning. You need not explain yourself. When the truth sings, who can resist its siren call?
Wee-woo.
Let me
Alright.
tell you our My story. I am a presence once known as a yokai. What does the
There you
word
go.
mean? Nothing to me. I am I, nothing more, nothing less. I belong to and am beholden to no man. I have but one desire, to change this world we live in. Only those who have achieved true growth can lift the world to a higher plane, the next layer.
The end
So has
layer.
the
Anyways,
tapestry of history been woven, and so it shall continue to be. True growth means accepting all within you, seeing through the lies you tell yourself, and becoming that which you were meant to be. In that sense, one could also say, the more that is sealed away within your heart, the greater and stronger you might still grow. But few have the courage to brave the dark depths within their heart and achieve their true potential. Many have tried, and most have met with fates worse than death. Oh, but there is one heart I've yet to peek within, isn't there? Let us see what you are hiding from us, Idia. My name is Idia Lee, daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia. For so long
looks
I was
around.
proud of
Is this
myself,
thing on?
of my position, of my family. But 2.5 years ago, I turned my back on it all. And why did you do this? I just couldn't accept what the Duchy was doing. Is that the whole reason? Or was it because you wanted to assert yourself, to claim your own identity?
Assert your dominance. You have to T-pose to do that.
Were you seeking someone's approval? Tell me. My father. I wanted his recognition. Very good, Idia. Now let us go deeper. Loneliness. That is what you feel deep in your heart. That's not true!
Crinkle, crackle.
Of course it is. You do your best to hide it, of course. You smile and play your role.
Loneliness. That's my cat.
But
That's my
Agnes
eldest cat.
has Tiz. Magnolia has you. Musser has Brave. Eleanor has Commander Goodman. Amy and Panettone. Holly and Barris.
Oh yeah, Holy and Barris, by the way.
You see their joy. And you
They're
feel
bravely
loneliness,
default.
sadness, fear. Stop it! For you had someone too, but he left you far, far behind.
That's false.
You will never see him again. The one you cared for more than anyone else in this world. And what hurts most of all
Yoko, you're supposed to be
is
telling
that
the
he
truth.
chose to leave you. You told yourself you were strong, that you would be fine on your own. Alone forever, with no one to stand by you. Not now, not when you grow old, not when you die.
Back
This
in my
is
day,
your
I was quite the
truth,
charmer, you know.
is it not, Idia? I miss him. Ring a bell.
Idia!
Ring a bell?
In
Holy
the
shit, it's ring a
flesh.
bell.
I'm sorry, it isn't like me to keep a lady waiting. You, alone? Nonsense. I've always been at your side, Idia. In Geyser Grotto, in Florum, even in Caldisla. I never forgot you, not for a fleeting moment. Don't believe me? Here, have a look at my journal.
It's always about you, isn't it? I hate you!
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to tease. Now, shall we return together?
Ring a bell? It's you!
You were Ring-a-Bell? That Ring-a-Bell?
The one and only. But the merry reunion can wait. I believe we have a fox to catch.
Time to go catch that foxy. The yokai world fate in Final Fantasy XIV is called Foxy Lady. Yes, it's also a yokai.
You mean Yoko?
Precisely. Locked in battle with the Plains Wardens, my comrades.
Plains Watsons?
What are you even talking about?
I suppose now is as good a time as any to explain. I am forbidden from divulging classified information, but I will tell you what I can. We Plains Wardens are, as our name implies, the wardens of many and myriad planes of existence. That didn't quite clear things up? Allow me to elaborate. The tale would be best heard from Yoko herself, but this is one truth that fox won't be so generous about sharing. She spoke of a wish to change the world, yes? To make it a better place? She lies. She exists only to create chaos and to revel in it. She uses our guilt, our sins, real and perceived, to achieve her nefarious ends. Do not listen to her deceitful words. Growing as a human being is about more than dredging up old fears and traumas. After our encounter in Geyser Grotto, I contacted my superiors. Apparently, Yoko has been designated by our department as an S-rank malevolent spirit of concern. It would seem she's been lurking on this planet for 4.6 billion years, give or take.
Are you sure that information isn't classified?
The point is, I intend to defeat her and close the book on her villainy. But I'll be needing your help to chase her down, my friends.
Of course! You can count on us!
But just look at you. A Plains Warden. Whatever that is, I guess you're moving up in the world.
And you'd expect any less from me? Now, let's go catch this fox by the tail. No matter what the cost, I must defeat her. Yes, I must, so that none need lose another of their loved ones again.
Krista agrees with this.
Ah, that was
Oh
simply
boy.
scrumptious. My road has been a lonely one. It is comforting indeed to dine in the company of friends once more.
Here's your coffee, Sir Ringabel.
Thank you, my boy. Harina Mountain Blend. Ooh, these are fine beans indeed.
Well, I think I'll clean up. Care to help, Magnolia?
Oh, of course. You keep rubbing your arm. Has your wound healed?
Oh, more or less.
You've been watching over us. For all this
They're
time.
just there sipping the coffee.
You could have said something, you know. You could have told me it was you. Would it have killed you to come out and say, "Hey, Idia, I'm back"? Well, say it. Say it already!
Well, what are you waiting for?
You too, old friend?
Just say it, ring a bell.
Yes. I should have said it much earlier. To all of you. I'm back, my friends.
There. Was that so hard?
Good to have you back, ring a bell.
I should say something to Agnes, too.
She'd like that. I know she would.
You yourself. What are you doing there?
Her Holiness is in the bath. She asked me to take her calls. But then suddenly I had these bad stomach cramps and I had to run to the restroom. Yes, it was a close call. Now, what am I saying? It's not important. What are you doing with Idia? Well, wait. That voice. From my dream. After the Kaiser attacked, I was gravely wounded, delirious. I could scarcely move. Fear not, I shall protect them, the Grand Marshal and Idia both. That voice was...
That's quite enough, friend. I'm not interested in your, or any man's, dreams. Moving on to matters of greater import. Did you say Agnes was in the bath?
Yes, what of it?
Oh, well, this is a matter of the utmost urgency. I repeat, must speak to Her Holiness at once. And don't switch the camera off. To her side, quickly, man.
Camera? I don't understand.
No, wait!
Shall I put a muzzle on you, Ring-a-Bell?
Aha, forgive me. It was an innocent slip of the tongue.
Tell us,
Sip
ring a bell.
coffee.
After all that happened, did you find the world you were looking for?
Why, yes. Yes, I did.
Wait a minute. The chasm disappeared, right? So how'd you get here?
Now that's a long story.
I'd be interested in hearing it.
And hear it you shall, my fair lady. You see, I wanted nothing more than to protect my dear Idia here, and so...
Then why didn't you show your face? Why did you hide from me, you heartless pig?
Yow! Ow! Let go! Idia, mercy! Mercy!
Jeez.
Huh? You? What's the matter? The croissants! The ones I set aside for breakfast, they're gone! Idia!
What? I didn't touch them.
And with that, let's get going.
It was most definitely Yoko. Yeah. There's a string of text that you get before a boss. That's not the boss. Get out of here!
Late as ever.
Yes or no, 2
Prepare
seconds is
yourself.
late.
Prepare myself? For what, little man? When last I saw you, you were down below, cowering in terror.
Down below?
Cowering?
In Australia?
Hardly. Anyhow, I've returned, and I've brought my friends.
Ring-a-Bell, your wounds are still fresh. Leave Yoko to us.
That's right. You've done enough for us. It's time we returned the favor. Right! Ring a bell, you provide backup, okay?
Monsieur Plainswarden, stand back and watch a ball-buster in action.
But this was supposed to be my time to shine. All right. Go get her, and know that you have the best backup any dimension has to offer. Now, is everyone ready?
I am alone. I belong to no one, and to nothing. I have no need of names, but you may call me Yoko, the Yokai. You wish to hear the truth? Then prove yourselves worthy of it. Claim it with your own strength, and the truth shall be yours.
Yoko can be incredibly annoying to deal with. Because Yoko's got, like, cross-class abilities. And I believe Meteor's one of the abilities. Also, that is incredibly freaking annoying. I think she's got cross-class abilities. I know she has her own asterisk abilities too, which that was one of them.
I vow to protect you, no matter what.
Also, Ring a Bell throws in some move at the beginning of every turn for X amount of turns. Well, at least almost everyone has elemental barrier over them. There's a really cool ability that you will not have by the time you face Yoko, because you get it afterwards. Zero. Queuing up a bunch of hard-hitting moves. Oh, am I going for a special setup? Come on, Cody, finish the menuing.
I believe it's my turn.
Oh yeah, it's Ring Bell's turn first. And yes, his specials that he spams do in a set amount of turn. Also, here's a bunch of 9,999s. Yeah.
Here I go! Hit!
And there's some free Brave points. And there's 0 damage because Elemental Barrier's still up. I'm just trying to figure out how to set up the most hardest hidden special. I don't even remember how successful it was during this particular part.
You, Jenny Older. You.
Ah! Held the button. Actually, I fast forwarded through it because I didn't want my specials to wear off. Because when the music ends, the effects of the specials wear off. 9,999. Also, get charmed. A boss got charmed, yes. Because specials can bypass bosses' resistances. Wait, I didn't use everyone's specials up, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, good. There's Ring of Bell's next special. There's that set 5,000 damage. There's a more capped out damage. Unfortunately, Yew does not have group cast.
Looks like you've stopped. This is the end for you.
Ah yes, almost 50,000 damage. Alright.
You are strong. You would bear witness to the final truth. Then go forth. It is yours for the seeing.
And now we have the Yokai asterisk. Lust, which is party-wide charm. Acid breath. Damages and weakens all enemies. And numerous others, but you don't initially get them right off the bat. You have to actually go and seek out all of these particular special bosses and defeat them to get their abilities. Oh, good. The cutscene viewer in this game is really good.
I am alone. I belong to...
I'm just trying to find the right one now.
I vow to protect you. No matter.
Ah!
You are strong.
There we go.
Jenny Older, scion of the ambitious man. You struggle to free yourself from the weight of your family and its blood-soaked past.
The cutscene viewer in Bravely Second is really good. Mid-battle cutscenes, even.
Spawn of evil. How many lives has your great house ruined? Your family friends, benefactors. How many fates have they twisted? Yet still you fight on, certain of your cause. Fight on, spawn of evil. Fight and carry on your legacy of sin.
Shut up! Founder is founder! And my father is my father! They have nothing to do with me!
Yes, yes. Deny your past and bring about a revolution.
That's not what I mean!
Oh, but you sound so much like them. Dreaming of revolution, burning with ideals, and drowning in sentiment. Like father, like son.
Enough!
Yeah, I don't think there's any cutscenes that are not like that are not viewable from the journal.
Late again. Although measured against my own eternity, 2 decades is barely the blink of an eye. In that sense, you are ahead of your time, you Genealogia. To tell the story of Founder, we must go back far, far into the past. Yes, this is a tale from the far side of time. One day, 2 people came sailing in on a glimmering ship. I took quite a liking to these travelers from another world. I guided them through this world of ours, as they sought a way back to their own. None of us foresaw what would happen next. It happened in a laboratory on board their vessel. A rare disease from their world somehow became mixed with a deadly illness from ours. The seeds of what would come to be known as the Origin Plague multiplied at breathtaking speed, spreading beyond anyone's control. If left unchecked, the plague would claim all life on this planet, everyone I loved. So I took the seeds of disease within me and begged the 2 to seal me away. And then I slept. Months and years and centuries passed. For 1,000 eons I slumbered. In time, the people came to believe that the cave in which I slept housed a god. They built a shrine at its entrance.
Oh, well, there's
The
that shrine.
dynasty that built the shrine prospered, built a mighty civilization, then fell, as dynasties are wont to do. Through it all, I slept, forgotten, until some 24 short centuries ago.
No 21st and a half century joke here.
Founder came and roused me from slumber. He heard my story. He spoke to me. I can do nothing for you, he said. But someday one of my line will find a cure for the plague within you. Yes, someday he will come for you. So he said, as tears welled in his eyes. At last, at long, long last, I will be free of this curse. Such was my final thought as I drifted back to sleep. I slept again, a shorter slumber. 2 decades ago, I awoke to see greed standing
Short sleep.
before me. When I saw the ambition in his eyes, I knew. He was the one of whom Founder had spoken.
There's a cat staring at me right
As
now.
my forefather
From
promised,
at the door.
so have I come. He spoke, answering the question I dared
He
not
says
ask.
meow.
Greed flattered himself, believing he was the man destined to be my rescuer. He meant to sail me to Gathalatio, that he might there find the cure for the plague inside me. But such hope was short-lived. The plague spread and spread quickly, And so he sunk me, sunk all of us to the murky depths of the sea. He did this that Gathalatio, Eternia, and humanity itself might be saved. In his eyes, too, welled those pained tears. Yes, just like Founder before him. I understood everything but said nothing. Once again I closed my eyes. As the waves claimed me, I could hear him cry out, "I shall put an end to this foul plague." After that, Greed's heart turned cold. Kindness, human affection, such emotions were lost to him. They had sunk to the lonely depths, along with his ships, one girl, and countless treasures.
Father.
Do not cry, Yew. Strange as it may seem, I am grateful to Greed and to Founder both. Because of Founder, who woke me from slumber, I was able to learn that an old friend was safe. And Greed's heartless decision did help bring the second pandemic to an end. Greed and Founder, two men of ambition. For better or worse, they changed the course of history and shaped this world. Now it is your turn, Yew. Yes, I will be watching with interest to see
Oh,
how
no.
your chapter of history plays out.
Oh no. Now we
Thank
got
you, my
multiple
friends.
people always
You've
watching.
been most cooperative. Idia, you have my gratitude.
Wait, what's going on? This better not be another goodbye.
Forgive me. Strictly speaking, I was not supposed to reveal my identity in the first place. Because this pocket we're in belongs to Yoko, we were able to make an exception. But only for a short time.
No! Just stop right there. You can't leave me again.
Idia, I never left you and I never will. It's like I said after all. Wherever, whenever you are in peril, there I will be.
Ring a bell.
But before I go, I have a task for you, Magnolia.
Me? What would that be?
Yoko, with her unearthly powers, held sway over the sins of mankind. But now that she has left us, these sins will be unleashed, free to run rampant over our world, in the form of fearsome beasts.
Oh, je comprends. Say no more. I've got it under control.
So in Bravely
As a
Second,
ballbuster,
these
protecting the peace
beasts
of
made like
Luxembourg is
no
my
sense
sworn
because they
duty.
just like
We
randomly
shall
appear.
find these beasts of sin and destroy them when we do.
In
If
Bravely
our
Second, it makes a little
information
more
is correct,
sense.
the beasts slumber. They sleep in great monoliths, stone monuments scattered across the land. Ah, and Tiz, I have a special request for you as well.
Of course, anything you say.
Tell Her Holiness Pope Agnes that Ringabel sends his regards. But I feel all
Meow.
good things must come to an end. And now I'd best be on my way.
Ring a bell, no!
Fear not, for we shall meet again. Till then, my friends, be well.
Get no, 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 no. Yeah, you'll get your pets. You'll get your pets. You just have to chill somewhere where I can actually reach you. Oh, also, this is the best shop in the game. Raise all. Flare. Quick gun. Fate sucks, but Status Barrier is one of the best ones in the game. So now we have the Yokai asterisk. There is a very special something that it allows you to do, and it allows you to... It raises your job level cap by 1. It may not seem like a big deal, It's a huge deal. Because there are some abilities that get, that you unlock at level 11. Job level 11. And status barrier is one of them.
And monoliths?
What's the matter, Tiz?
Beasts in monolith.
I was thinking
Xenoblades.
about what Ringabel said. About these beasts that have taken the form of monoliths. You mean the monsters that appeared because Yoko isn't around anymore to control humanity's sins?
We shouldn't mess around. We need to find those monuments
happened
and get rid
to
of these
Tony?
sin beasts before they cause real trouble. D'accord, but first we must prepare for the trials
The
ahead.
dashboard disappeared. Let me just get that back up. There, now I can see what's going on. Okay. Yeah. The part 2 part is the getting the Sin Beast. The Sin Beast. Each one has its different little mechanic, or 2. Or maybe 3? Maybe they have a third one? Also, why is the audio for this one so much louder? Why? Let me just make sure it's still balanced. No, it's not balanced. It's touching the yellow. There we go. I don't like it when my chair makes that noise. Hello, Diamond. Enjoy your lurk. Don't be too much trouble. What is going on with the FPS here? I'm just awkwardly trying to find a place that I can actually land this. And also don't want to deal with encounters. There it is. So, recycled cutscenes. The first time, obviously, it's going to be
Do you
new
think
to
this is
you.
where one of those sin beasts is hiding?
I put my peeg on it.
But it's just a slab of stone. Very large, yes, but unremarkable.
Look out! Something big is happening!
It's a sound effect.
Look! Something's coming out!
I don't see anything. But wait! There it is!
Oh, no.
What is it?
Asmodeus, the manifestation of lust.
Also,
Look
oh no.
sharp, everyone!
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for the... Nah. Just group cast the most broken things. Oh yeah, look at that. Status barrier. Because at this point, you could train your party to get level 11 at this point. You don't even need to collect any of these fellas. Also, at this point, I use my main files, New Game Plus, because there is no more classes left to collect at this point. So now I have access to all sorts of abilities, some of them being broken, like Status Barrier. But is Status Barrier really broken? Because it can be removed by Dispel. That move's broken. See? It just kills mechanics. Also, that Call of the Infernal, the status affliction it deals at the end of its duration bypasses your armor's status resistances. So if you have a ring that nullifies, I think it's Charm, you still get charmed. You don't want to know where Call of the Infernal actually sends you. Perfect. Hey look, it's Meteor. Yeah, I was about to say, however, you should probably have more brave points so you can spam Meteor. And Meteor is a time mage move. Ah, yes, undo action. Oh, jeez. There's that delayed jump scare. See, what's really scary about the delayed jump scare is it could activate anywhere between 1 second to 5 minutes, like after it's used. And you know, within 30 seconds, I'm gonna forget it was even redeemed. Anyways, that's what that move is supposed to actually do for a bit. Of course, if you manage to figure out the turn number, or every turn number that uses that move, you can screw around with. You can make that mechanic fail every time, because Ninja does have an ability that changes the enemy's target if it's a single target move. And you could just direct it towards the person with undue action on them. It's funny, you're gonna see it in action next week when we do the finale Bravely second. Also, it still does 0 even without the elemental barrier up. So many choices. I mean, that in itself does become a problem. Or can become quite a problem. Also, Magnolia is currently quad-wielding, so every attack she does is 4 attacks. She's strong enough that you can just brave 4 times and attack.
Whew, it's gone. We did it.
We sure did. Huh? What's this feeling? Asmodeus's power, the power of lust, is ours. But we must hurry to the next monolith.
Oh yes, what is this feeling? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Meow.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no!
No, don't worry about it.
Equipment? Check. Hearts of courage? Check. Now, Mesame, let's do this. The monument.
There it is.
Wait. Good grief, is that Beelzebub, the manifestation of gluttony? Look sharp, everyone.
Oh boy, this guy is a bit of a weird one. Oh, also, you can instantly kill him by overfilling his HP. I wonder if I demonstrate that here.
Water.
Thank you for the water! Thanks for the water, Krista. Welcome on in, Krista. There we go. I've had some water. I wouldn't recommend casting Holy Knight on your party during this fight, actually. Because the boss can inflict a status that makes you subject to the overflow rules as well. Yeah, he has this active right now, so... The only difficult thing is you can't really tell how overfilled his HP is. And there you go. You can use his own mechanic against him.
We did it! Somehow.
I've seen monsters in my day, but nothing like that. Beelzebub's power, the power of gluttony, is ours! We've defeated 2 of the 7 great sins, but 5 still remain.
Off we go to the next one.
The monument!
Another sin beast!
This is the repeated dialogue.
Mammon, the manifestation of avarice!
I always forget
Look
about
sharp,
this.
everyone.
I always forget about this sin thingy, whatever. Sin beast. For some reason. Oh boy. I remember so little about this one that I don't even remember what its ability is. Oh, it's the BP steel thing, okay. Why make one target able to recover from KO when you can make all of them? This one has, I think this one has the ability to steal other ones too. And there you go. There's the additional ones. I almost never use gluttony. Also, there's some additional things you can do with the Sin Beast. There's actually some Catmancy moves that you can learn from each of them. That's one of them. It's music, though. Yeah, the Sin Beasts get their own music. This has also been the case in Bravely Default before they were even called that. Miss. This cat is back. This kitty is back. Wow, really? Meow. I see. Gonna spam some meteor. Which probably means that I'm gonna wind up undoing MP. Oh, I forgot you could do that. Undo BP. It only sometimes works. Oh well, we'll just have Magnolia's quad wheel just annihilate. So yeah, when you're capped on rank 11, it shows legendary there.
Everyone's still in one piece?
So you can
More or
master
less.
ability and then you could just become
Knowledge
legendary
power.
at it.
The power of avarice is ours. There were 7 beasts of sin. 4 still remain.
There's gonna be some copy paste, cutscene text. I really wish I'd captured footage of that crater, because I think that was a non-asterisk side quest.
The monument.
Another sin beast!
A Lavash. Leviathan, the manifestation of envy. Look sharp, everyone.
Leviathan. Anyways. Leviathan has an annoying ability that has a chance to instant death. But I do believe if you put a status barrier up, it doesn't do anything. And envy acts as a dispel and lowers all of your stats. Unless you have a certain ninja ability up. Actually, if you have a certain ninja ability up, you can just flip the debuff to a buff, so. Yep. There, now it's a buff. It's probably the only time in this entire series you're going to see me use that move. But it's a good one. 0. I believe Leviathan has 2 different forms it can switch between. If I'm not mistaken, when he changes forms, there's a set move that it does. Anti-magic mode. There's a consume life, and there's the status barrier saying flipping the bird to the instant death bullcrap. Magic barrier makes life so much easier. Oh boy. Immune. Oh, thank you for summoning a thunderstorm, Kingsta. There goes Leviathan. Goodbye. Quad wield is a really good ability.
Everyone's still in one piece?
Leviathan's power! The power
This
of
is such a
envy
weird
is
spot for
ours!
thunderstorms.
There were 7 beasts of sin. We've come far, but there's still 3 more!
Our middle cat is probably the most needy of them all. As soon as you make eye contact with them, he's demanding pats. If I lower my hand here, he will nuzzle. Right, Mr. Swiss? Mm-hmm. Rumble. Oh man. Fun fact with the random thunderstorms thing is I believe I've assigned 12 different variations of thunder in a all my probability tables are typically in a table of 100, and I assign a space of probability with them. Here, while we're wandering around aimlessly on a ship here, let me see if I can get this pulled up here. Oh, it's a table of 1,000. It's a detailed probability table. While we wander around aimlessly. Yeah, I believe it starts at 850. I believe it goes all the way up to roughly 1,000. I think there's a clause for 1,000 too. This one here only has a 2% chance. Well, actually, less than or equal. 3% chance. Or sorry, 0.3% chance? 0.3% chance. Got a 1% chance here. A 1.5% chance. Yeah, so I've got probability tables for that. And that's the thunderstorm one. And I believe it rolls the table every 5 seconds while active.
The monument!
Another sin beast!
Olive!
Dramatic effect.
Satan, the manifestation of wrath! Look sharp, everyone!
Right on. Has the revenge ability that the red mage has, and you don't want to activate it too many times. You want to be very careful if you're landing consecutive attacks. You can heal 9,999 your whole party if he's at 3 BP. See, there's some revenge. I think I was figuring out what the hell that was supposed to do, because it didn't really do anything. Oh, maybe it removed certain buffs. I don't know. This guy's a lot slower to take care of. Unless he reaches the threshold in which you can just use a special to deal like 50k damage. But again, you have to Bravely Second to do that. Because Bravely Second has a limit break effect on it. Oh, also, I think... Wait a minute. Okay, I thought Fate was all targets, but I think that might just be because it had an ability active. Fate is a terrible ability if you group cast it. However, if you single target it on the right people, you can get some mimics going in, and that could be incredibly broken. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck that did. That's a lot of thunder. I actually have something that relates to that.
Thunder!
So yeah, this fella's got several levels to his blade, whatever the heck thing, based on how much brave points he has. I believe the first one is just single target at regular damage. Second one is the entire party. His HP was low enough, so I just beat the crap out of him. Didn't really care about the results afterwards, because if he's at 0 HP, he's at 0 HP.
Satan's power, the power of wrath is ours. 5 down, 2 to go.
Power of Swiss's wrath, right? Right? You about to yell at me again? Now he's just looking at me with his ears flickering. What a little weirdo. Meow. Meow. Okay, hopefully I'm not wandering around aimlessly too much here. It's hard to remember where all these monoliths are, right? There's 7 different monoliths to remember. Eight if you include the game developer. Anyways. Don't worry about that. That is a side quest. With some pretty kick-ass music. Oh boy, I'm wandering around aimlessly. Because it is really annoying to try and find these. Play around with some of these. I encourage you. I encourage everyone to play around with these sound commands. Some of them have a small chance of an Easter egg or something else happening. Some of them. I'm gradually adding some chances here. For instance, Krista. 97% chance of it behaving normally. And then I have an otherwise for that 3%. So it has a 3% chance of Easter egging. Or extra or whatever. Don't forget it has a small chance of playing something else too. Oh, this one's a 2% chance of it playing it. This one is completely random anyways. Yeah.
Lucifer! Look sharp, everyone!
We finally found it. We found it, but we lost the sound. There we go. I tell you what we haven't lost. The thunderstorm. So, the thunderstorm redeem lasts an hour. And how much thunder you hear is up to RNG to decide. There's actually there's actually another one called random explosions. The effect is 5 minutes, but there's a chance of explosion playing. And that one's tick is tested every 1 second, hence the 5 minutes rather than an hour. Speaking of thunder. Ooh. If I do a bit of math, I can give you the chances. So thunderstorm, Easter egg, run? Okay, there we go. Plane. Yeah, it's another dispel one. And it gives him the buffs that you had. So, wouldn't it really suck if there was a ninja in your party and the ninja used its ability on the enemy? Do I do that? Oh, I mean, yeah, you can do that too. Cancel all magical and support effects for a single target. But the ninja one's even worse because it flips the buffs the boss has to debuffs. It's a little annoying. The turn order sometimes gets screwed up still. Yeah, it doesn't work against Meteor, does it? Also, the enemy put himself in a BB deficit, so it won't be moving next turn. Just on time because it has no HP.
What's a big yawn? Oh my, really?
Lucifer's power, the power of pride, is ours. All right, everyone, we're down to our last
Remember,
foe.
great pride comes before a fall. As Gramps said in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, at the end of every 5th or so battle, because yeah, they say stuff after every battle. Actually, I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had enough variation in the text that it didn't get really annoying. The thunder.
Look at the monument.
Oh right, I was gonna calculate this. Hold on.
We all know the routine by now. Care to do the honors, Magnolia?
Wow, they're
Last
self-aware.
but not least,
Belphegor, the manifestation of sloth. Look sharp, everyone.
This guy. You have to cycle between 3 elements because every time he's hit by his weakness, his weakness changes between 3 elements. And he absorbs everything else. I love seeing Critical Zero. Okay, that chance. Okay, 1 hour times 60 minutes in an hour times 60 seconds in an hour divided by 5, because it's every 5 seconds this is rolled, is 720. 1 in 1,000. So if I go out of 1,000, there's a 72% chance of the Easter egg sounded once per redeem. That is off of a 1 in 1,000 chance per 5-second tick over 1 hour. And there we go. There's the elemental cycling. Yes, he does summon ads, and yes, they are very annoying because they also cycle through weaknesses. But eventually, when you cycle through them, you'll get all their elements to match, and then you can just cycle group cast on them. Oh yeah, Disguise is an amazing ability. You can borrow somebody else's class. Funny enough, it looks like they all started with the same weakness as the boss, so they got destroyed immediately. Oh yeah, and while you're using Disguise, the person you use Disguise on, you look like them. So if you want 4 freelancers, or if you want 3 freelancers, and your one time mage to open up with Meteor and then have the other ones mimic, you can do that. You can also spam items if you really want. And if you've used Examine at least once, you can actually see what current weakness is currently at. Again, if you put elemental barrier back up, it'll just overwrite what was just inflicted on you. Soft is a dispel / weak to all elements. Now all elements have been buffed too because we use that as well. I'm trying to think here. Is this one of those really weird battles where if you defeat the boss, the battle still goes until the ads are dead? Oh, I'm thinking of a different game. Just looks funny, he's just spamming the items at him. Ooh. This kitty named Sweetie.
Why are you bickering at me? Quit your bickering.
Well. Wow. And then again, we can just use elemental barrier to undo that. This cast is so crazy. And there we go.
We did it! We really did it! Wait, how many were left? That was the last one! Huh? What's this?
It's a mystery. Oh. It's thunder.
Minister of the Right, keep up the hard work. And thanks for all the questions.
Yoko. Yes, I shall redouble my efforts.
Again with the croissants. Doesn't she care about anything but food?
Look who's talking.
Exactly.
Grr, 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 grr.
And alas, that is the Yokai side quest. Once you get all those abilities, you just work on getting your level 11 jobs so that you can use some of the most broken spells in the game, like Status Barrier. And yeah. Alright everyone, we have reached the conclusion for the stream here. Join me next week for... what is it? We're going to be doing more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on Tuesday. We're going to be wrapping up Bravely Second with the finale of it on Thursday. And on Saturday, we're going to be starting Super Mario RPG, the remake. Oh boy, this is going to be amazing. There is no stream this Saturday, just a reminder. My streams all start at 7 p.m. Mountain Time unless work screws that up, and sometimes I end up moving them, but I let you know if that happens. Otherwise, it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Next week, we're going to be back to the usual routine. I'm going to raid you guys over to Simply Self right now, formerly Tipsy Self. So, head on over there, give all the loves, maybe some fish as well. And thank you guys for showing up for the stream. I greatly appreciate it, as always. If you guys haven't followed yet, just don't forget to hit the follow button. Twitch will let you know when I'm going live next. And yeah, have an awesome night, you guys. And let me not forget to actually put the raid message up. There's a sub one, there's a non-sub one. So yeah, go on over. I'm going to try to copy it, and it's not going to succeed because the select button thing is broken for me. Okay, there we go. All right, have an awesome night, you guys. See you soon.
Enough.